Now, I'm sure this is a subject that everyone's thought about or watched a podcast on or even talked about among friends. But I just want to talk to y'all about like the state of like the 9 to 5 life, and I kind of want to know why a lot of people are content to it, man. Yesterday I was at work, and I started to realize that a lot of people like really, really like love this shit internally. Like they hate it, but then they love it, but they don't hate it enough to leave or to find like a separate hobby or grind to at least get out of it. And personally, like it really like irks me. It's just kind of like, so you would rather work your entire life instead of trying to make a way out. I don't know, just to make a better life, for yourself. And I think personally, this is why like I have certain people, around me in my corner to make myself better. Because I remember, growing up, my parents would always tell me like, hey, be careful who you hang out with. That who you hang out with is who you're going to become. And, as kids and stuff, like, you don't really, like, man, whatever. Like, you don't really think much of it. But as you get older, man, I mean, it's nothing further from the truth. If you are hardworking and then all of your friends are lazy, bro, at some point you're going to become lazy as well. Like, you need people of the similar mindset to push you towards your goals. Like, I've had friends in the past that would want to party. They would want to party all the time, party every weekend, but I would be the one, right, working on my, YouTube shit or working on whatever, on my grind. And, I don't think that, there's a problem, right, with having, fun, and stuff like that. But when it's my time to grind, it's my time to grind. And I don't want this cycle of you working 5 days a week, then you party on the weekends, right? Then you're complaining about going back to work and then repeat. So that is a life I don't want for myself. I don't think that anyone should want. But that's why, like, growing up, now, at the age that I'm at now, like, I'm starting to, like, really learn that your time is very valuable, And why not make enough money to, I don't know, do whatever the hell you want? Why do you want to work for a job, right? You're working to make someone else rich, right? You're working to make someone else sit down so they don't have to work. And for me personally, I don't want to do this shit, bro. Like, I got to go to work today, and I know it fucking sucks, but for me, it's I'm never gonna stop the grind, bro. And I don't think you should either. Like any, small, YouTubers out there, man, comment, your experience or whatever grind you're doing, man. Just comment your hatred for the fucking 9 to 5, bro. And like, we all gotta freaking like band together or something, man. Cause it's such a, I gotta get this off my chest because I've been feeling this for quite some time. Because like, for example, like at work, you will have dudes in their mid-50s joking and laughing, talking about let's get these hoes and money. And it's like, bro, you literally work at a retail job, bro. You're not really getting paid that much. You're not supervisor, you're not management. There's no reason why you should be like laughing and giggling with like high schoolers, bro. Like it's really embarrassing. You're like 50 years old. And Diamond Deleu, bro, I know you're watching this video, you know exactly who I'm talking about. But it is literally irritating seeing that it's like they're in this trance. Like, this is school to them, like high school to them. This is their life. Like, it's the same thing, man. It's women, drugs, party, repeat. Women, drugs, party, repeat. And it's never anything, productive. It's not like, hey, let's figure out ideas to start a podcast, or yo, what's your next YouTube video gonna be, or yo, what's your next business idea is gonna be. Like, there is no at work there. It's most of the time it's very TikTok brain. It's brain rot topics. And then it's so funny because I want to question those people, right? Where it's kind of like, I know you're not happy inside. It's like you're wanting to chase temporary satisfaction, right? And we know, anything that's temporary isn't worth having. So why not work hard towards something you really want to do, right? And then once you do it now, right, you could party later. But work hard, party later, man. And it's so weird. Sometimes older people don't get this. Like, I'm literally only in my 20s, and I'm starting to get it now. And how important, it is to chase it. It sounds so cliche, but it's so important to chase your dreams, right? Because life is only a vapor, bro. You don't have much time, bro. You could literally die tomorrow. Grind, bro. Like, get your money up. Like, what are we doing? There's a time to play and there's a time to work. And some people never want to work for themselves. Why would you work for someone before working for yourself, bro? Why? You should work hard for yourself, bro. You're special. You mean something in this world. Obviously it's tough. You're working, you get off, and you're tired, right? But, unfortunately that's how it is. But you have to. I think whenever you're grinding, anyone that knows, when you're grinding, it takes sacrifice. Certain things you have to give up, bro. Hey, yo, John, I can't go to this party, bro. I can't drink with you, this weekend, man. Yo, what are you doing, bro? Yo, I gotta grind, respectfully. And if they don't respect that, drop them, bro. And I'm not saying that you gotta tell them, yo, I'm just not cool with you anymore. You could just be like, okay, bro, like just like start to distance yourself, man, because everybody's not gonna get it. Everybody's not meant to wake up, bro. And that's something that I had to learn, that some people want to be stupid, bro. Like, why are you gonna get mad at me, right, for trying to grind, right? But when I blow up, or when we blow up as small creators, or whatever you're grinding in, then they want to be like, oh, bro, yo, I was your number one, bro. I was there when nobody's there. No, the fuck you weren't, nigga. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. This be these same dudes talking about, man, you ain't gonna make it, bro. You know how impossible it is, bro. With streaming and YouTube, it's so saturated, bro. You're not gonna make it, man. I don't care. Because you know why? The next biggest YouTuber is not going to listen to that, bro. They're not gonna care. They're going to do it anyway. So I'm never gonna quit. I'm not a quitter. Right? And any of the people that I'm cool with on here, they're not gonna quit either, bro. They're not. Sylvie, Diamond Dilute, bro, like, I'm inspired by those boys, bro. That's my brothers right there. And I'm not saying that, obviously doing something that requires any kind of work is going to be hard, bro. You post a video out. It may get 1 view. Shoot, it may get 100. Sometimes you might be on like just a rough season of 10 straight videos with only 10 views, bro. We all go through it. But we know, as long as we're consistent, we can make it out. There is no making it out of a 9-to-5, bro. They give you retirement, which is fine. But by the time you get retirement, bro, you're like 60 years old. You can barely move, my nigga. So it's like you can't even really enjoy the fruits of your labor, bro. You can barely move. You need a cane. You need people to walk you everywhere. You can't even run like that. Nigga, I can't even enjoy, like, the simple things, bro. So it's kind of like, okay, you're giving me the chance of freedom at 60 years old, when most people at that age can barely move. The lifespan of a human is maybe 80? Like the average? So, as for me, I'm not gonna give up, bro. You could have the Billies of the world, the Franklins of the world, stay at these retail jobs and laughing and kicking it and talking about let's get them hoes. That's up to you, bro. Hey, man, more power to you. But that's not what I'm about. That's not my purpose here. My purpose is to make it, right, big on YouTube or whatever I'm in, and just help out small creators, man. And to bring us to the top, bro. because nobody work harder more than us. I'm gonna be real. So, you know, that's basically the rant. I had to get it off my chest, bro, because it's you know, I just feel like a lot of people are lost, and, you know, it's either they're lost or they're lazy. And, you know, kind of like, you know, there's like a Bible quote, you know, even if you're not religious or anything, that's fine, but I just want to put like a Bible quote out there. It literally says like, a man that does not work will not eat. And so I look at it as like just in an extreme way, where it's like laziness will never, is never good in any circumstance. Laziness is never good. It won't profit anything. And so I just want to end it with that. If you stayed this long, you know, in the video, bro, I really appreciate it. Y'all the real ones, y'all the goats. And yeah, man, just as always, be great, be blessed, and most importantly,